Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak English Podcast, where learning English is simple, enjoyable, and effective. I'm Emily.
Hi, Emily. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here with you all today. How are you feeling, Emily?
I'm feeling really good, Mike. Thank you. Actually, I'm excited because today's topic is something I'm really passionate about.
Oh, I can hear the excitement in your voice. What are we talking about today?
Today, we're going to talk about something that might surprise many of our listeners: how you can become a confident English speaker without learning thousands and thousands of words.
Wait, really? That sounds almost too good to be true. Most people think you need to know so many words to speak English.
Well, I know, right? But here's the thing, Mike. It's not about how many words you know. It's about how well you can use the words you already have.
Ah, I see where you're going with this. Quality over quantity.
Exactly. And before we dive in, everyone listening, please remember to subscribe to Speak English Podcast, give us a like, and share this episode with anyone learning English.
Yes, please do. Your support helps us create more content like this. Okay, Emily, so tell me more about this idea.
Well, let me ask you something, Mike. Have you ever met someone who says they know thousands of English words, but when you ask them a simple question like, "What did you do yesterday?" they can't answer smoothly?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I've seen that many times. They freeze up even though they studied so hard.
Exactly. And that's because knowing words and using words are two completely different skills.
That's a great point. It's like owning a toolbox full of tools, but not knowing how to build anything with them.
Perfect analogy, Mike. So today, we're going to show our listeners how to build real conversations using a focused, smart approach.
I love it. So where do we start?
Let's start with some interesting facts. Research shows that the most common 300 words in English make up about 65% of everyday conversations.
Wow, 65% from just 300 words? That's incredible.
And if you know around 1,000 common words really well, you can understand and participate in almost 90% of daily conversations.
That changes everything. So instead of trying to learn 10,000 words, we should focus deeply on these core words.
Exactly. But here's the key word, Mike: deeply. It's not just about recognizing these words, it's about truly owning them.
Owning them. What does that mean exactly?
Great question. Let me give you an example. Many students know the word get, right?
Yes, of course. It's one of the first words we learn.
But do they know how to use it in real life? Can they say get up, get ready, get tired, get lost, get better, get along?
Ah, I see. Knowing the word get is one thing, but using it naturally in all these different ways is something else.
Exactly. When you truly own a word, you can use it automatically in many different situations without thinking.
That's brilliant. So it's about depth, not breadth.
Perfect way to say it. And you know what, Mike? This approach actually reduces stress for learners.
How so?
Well, imagine you're a student and someone tells you you need to learn 5,000 words. How does that feel?
Overwhelming, like climbing a huge mountain with no end in sight.
But contrast, if someone says focus on these 300 words and learn to use them well, suddenly it feels possible, manageable.
That's true. It's like looking at the whole staircase and just taking one step at a time.
I love that. Okay, so let's talk about how our listeners can actually do this. Let's give them a real plan they can start today.
Yes, let's make it practical, step by step.
So, step one is choosing your core vocabulary. We're talking about the most common 500 to 1,000 words.
Okay, that sounds manageable, but how do we choose these words?
Here's the important part, Mike. Make it personal.
Personal. What do you mean by that?
Well, if you're a student, you need words like homework, assignment, deadline, study. If you work in an office, you need meeting, email, project, deadline.
Ah, so we start with common words, but then we add words from our own daily life.
Exactly, because you'll remember words better when they're connected to your real experiences.
That makes so much sense. What's step two?
Step two is never learn a word alone. Always learn words in context, in real sentences.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Instead of just writing arrive means to reach a place, write a full sentence like, I usually arrive at work at 9 a.m.
That's so much more useful. You're learning the word and how to use it at the same time.
Exactly. And here's a small tip. Say the sentence out loud. You can even record yourself.
Recording yourself, that sounds a little scary for some people.
I know. It feels strange at first. But it's really helpful. When you listen back, you can hear your progress, catch mistakes, and build confidence.
That's true. It's like being your own teacher. Exactly. Now, step 3 is connecting new words to words you already know. How does that work?
Let me show you. Imagine you already know these words: go, work, early, because, traffic.
Okay, those are all simple words.
Now you can combine them. I go to work early because of traffic.
Nice. That's a complete, useful sentence.
And the next day, maybe you learn train and ticket. Now you can say, I go to work early because the train ticket is cheaper before 8 a.m.
Wow, look at that. Your vocabulary is growing, but you're building on what you already know.
Exactly. It's like adding blocks to a building. Each new word connects to the structure you already have.
I really like this approach, Emily. It feels natural, not forced.
That's the whole point. Language learning should feel natural. All right, so let's move on to step 4.
I'm ready. What's step 4?
Practical. Once a week, tell a small story about your life using only your core words.
A story about my life.
Yes, and it can be very simple. For example, yesterday I went to the supermarket. I bought fruit, bread, and milk. I walked home and cooked dinner with my family. It was a nice evening.
That's perfect. It's just describing a normal day, but in English.
Exactly. And that story uses maybe 30 words, but they're real, useful, everyday words.
And the person is talking about their actual life, so it's meaningful to them.
Yes, when learning is connected to your real life, your brain remembers it better.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, I have a question though.
Go ahead.
What if someone feels embarrassed about their English? They might think their sentences are too simple or that native speakers use bigger words.
That's such an important question. And here's what I always tell my students. Simple sentences are powerful sentences.
Really?
Absolutely. Think about how native speakers actually talk in daily life. We don't use complicated vocabulary at the grocery store or with friends.
That's true. We say things like, how's it going? What's up? I'm tired today.
Exactly. Simple, direct, and clear. So when learners use simple sentences correctly, they sound natural, not basic.
That really changes the way I see language learning. So, Emily, if someone wants to follow this method, what should they actually do every day?
Great question. Let's break it down into a simple daily routine. And the good news is you don't need hours. Just 20 to 30 minutes every day is enough.
Only 20 to 30 minutes? That sounds very manageable.
Yes, but the key is consistency. Doing a little every day is much more powerful than doing a lot once in a while. First, spend 5 to 10 minutes reviewing your core words.
So, just go over the words you already know?
Yes, but not just reading them. You need to actively use them. For example, say them out loud. Like, I wake up early, I go to work, I feel tired.
Right, so you're actually using the words, not just memorizing them.
Exactly. Then spend another 10 minutes learning just 2 or 3 new words.
Only 2 or 3 words?
Yes, remember what we said earlier. We are going deep, not wide. Learn the meaning, make your own sentences, and connect those words to your real life.
That makes a lot of sense. Quality over quantity again.
Exactly. And finally, spend about 10 minutes speaking,
Speaking, even if I'm alone?
especially if you're alone. Talk about your day, your plans, your thoughts, anything simple. For example, today I woke up at 7. I had breakfast. I am going to work.
Impressed? That sounds simple, but I can see how it builds confidence.
Exactly. Fluency comes from speaking, not just studying.
That's so true. But what about listening? Is that important too?
Absolutely. Listening is a very important part of the process. Try to listen to simple English content every day.
Like podcasts, videos, or short conversations?
Exactly. And don't try to understand every single word. Just focus on the main idea and the words you already recognize.
That really takes a lot of pressure off.
Yes, language learning should feel natural, not stressful.
Emily, I have another question.
Go ahead.
Why does this method work so well? Is there some science behind it?
Yes, there is. Our brain learns better through repetition and connection. When you use the same words again and again in different situations, your brain builds strong connections.
Like creating a network of meaning.
Exactly. Instead of learning 50 new words once, using 10 words many times is much more powerful.
That explains why people forget vocabulary so quickly.
Yes, because they learn it once and never use it again.
So repetition with usage is the key.
Absolutely. And remember, progress might feel slow at first.
Yes, many learners feel that.
But if you stay consistent, you will start seeing real improvement.
And your confidence will grow naturally.
Exactly.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation, Emily. I think many learners will feel relieved after hearing this.
I hope so, because learning English should feel possible, not overwhelming. Today, we talked about something very important. You don't need thousands of words to speak English confidently.
Instead, you need to deeply understand and use a small number of words.
We also shared a simple method. Choose your core vocabulary, learn words in context, connect them, and practice regularly.
And most importantly, use those words in your real life.
Exactly. Remember, fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being able to express yourself clearly and confidently.
And that starts with small steps.
Yes, even simple sentences can take you very far.
You don't need to impress people with big words.
You need to connect with people using clear and natural language.
That's a powerful message.
And if you're listening to us right now, you're already on the right path.
Just keep going one step at a time.
Start today. Pick 5 words you already know and make 5 sentences about your day.
Say them out loud. Don't just think, speak.
And don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes are part of the learning process.
Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes.
Yes, we do. So be patient with yourself.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself.
Thank you so much for listening to Speak English Podcast.
If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with your friends.
And tell us in the comments, what are 5 simple English sentences you can say about your day?
We would love to read your answers.
Take care, keep learning, and stay confident.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.